Okay, nonfiction November, because nonfiction is where you find more factual type information and it makes you smarter, it makes you know things. So in this month, we give a little focus to the often overlooked nonfiction section of our library. What is meant by nonfiction? Nonfiction is a genre of literature based on facts, actual events, or real people. And that's contrasted with fiction, which is imaginary settings, events, and people and characters that are just sort of made up a story, okay? The nonfiction books in our library are in the section all the way at the end, that way, all the way down by the windows. And the nonfiction books are organized using the Dewey Decimal System. And that's a picture of that handsome fella. That's Mr. Dewey, John Dewey.
That's a serious mustache.
It is, because he is not messing around. Coming up with this classification system was a lot of work. Melvin Dewey, he published this way of organizing books in 1876. So this is what they call tried and true, right? It has worked for a long time. This classification system is used to organize the books on a shelf, and it's used in almost every single library, so that when you walk into any library, you know how it works and how the books are organized and you can find things, okay?
This is going to help you, especially if you're going to college.
Yes, every library uses this. So the books are split up by subject, and then they're given a numerical number based on that, and then we incorporate the author's name, okay? They're based on subject matter using a numerical code, allowing users to easily find books by topic through a hierarchical system of decimal divisions. Now, the process of that is called cataloging, and it is almost the most complicated thing you've ever laid eyes on. If you are someone who really loves like calculus, you would love cataloging things. So each number represents something. So you've got all those books on your table. If you look at the spine, you'll see that there's a number and then it goes into some decimal places. Each digit represents something, taking the big topic, the big category, and getting more and more and more specific. So, you know, if it starts with 9, it's about history. And then the next digit is what kind of history? European history, US history. And then the next digit, US history, what state? And so kind of the numbers all have very specific meanings. You don't really need to know them, but all the books are there in numerical order by topic, okay? That number on the back is called the call number, and that is its address on the shelf. So just like you might live at 224 Maple Drive, that number on the spine of the book, that's its address on the shelf. So when you're searching through on the computer, like what books do we have, and it puts up that little number, that's how you know where to go find it. Okay, this is a picture of the Dewey Decimal System. So there's these different ranges, and each range has a main category. So the 0s to 99, just general information, philosophy and psychology, religion, all these different topics. Those are the broadest topic. That's what this first little number means. And then they get more and more specific as you go further through the number. Okay? But I like this one because it kind of gives you a little real world, what does that mean? What's in this category? Okay? And what you're going to get to do today is explore each one of those categories. Okay, these are the different tables that we have set up, and then I found this little meme. It's a record cover. Look at Dewey Decimal and the librarians, and that's there because it's hilarious, and we'll just enjoy it. There are these different tables set up in the room. You're at one now, so we're not going to worry about going in order. You're just going to start where you are, and then we'll rotate around the room. So there's a sign on each table that tells you what golly, section you're in, and all those books came from the section. So today is called a book tasting. A book tasting is where you just get a little taste of what that book is like to see if it's something you would want to read. And you can see that I have put big stacks at each table. I just want you to look at 2. So even though there's a little saying about not choosing a book by its cover, I know that I absolutely do. You know, a boring cover is hard to get past. So when you're doing a book tasting, it's just like a tiny little evaluation. Would I like this or not? So look through what's on your table and choose 2 that you really want to explore. And then you've all been given this tracking sheet for each of the tables. So just find the section of this page for the table that you're at. Look through what's in your stack and choose 2. I want you to look at the cover. There'll be a summary either on the back or on the inside front flap if it's hardback. I want you to look at the chapter titles, flip through the pages. How is it laid out? How does the font look? Does this look like something you'd want to read? And then on your paper, you can see that I've just asked you to put the title of the book, the author, and then there's a blurb. A blurb is just, what do you think about it? Make some notes. Awesome covers, short chapters, it sounds really interesting, those kind of things. Like, what are your thoughts as you're looking at it? And then below that is just a thumbs up or thumbs down. Would you read it? You just circle. And this will give you an opportunity to really maybe look at some things that you normally wouldn't. And this sheet will then give you a little list of things that you know when I need to go get a book, these are some things I already know interest me. Okay? So take some time at your tables with your group, explore your book, and then we're going to talk about them a little bit, and then we'll move to another table, okay? You're right at the beginning. Did you pick these 2? Yeah, I like those too. I thought this cover was beautiful. And these are always cool. But that one looked super cool when I saw that. I have had such a good time with this because there's books I didn't even know I had that I got to find digging through the shelf. You're in technology, so did you expect that these would be the kind of books in the topic technology? Unexpected? Yeah, because when that was built, that was peak technology, the engineering behind that, right? At the time it was built, and also this plane and traveling to space, like, yeah. And what I hope you notice as you look through these is a lot of this nonfiction will actually read like a narrative story. It'll read like a fiction book, not like a textbook, which makes them fun to read. Where are you checking out? So you're in social sciences. Are any of you in the psychology class that's doing the serial killer project? No? Okay. This table's good for that. What are you checking out? Have you flipped through yet? It's really neat to see those old pictures colorized. It makes it seem more real. Where are you scrolling? 800s are literature. What did you get? Do you know what that one is? That fits in this category because it's a play. So if you flip through the pages, you'll see it's got like characters and all the lines. If you look is category. You can kind of see what's in there. These are probably a lot of, bills you've heard. I'm sorry, shipping this one. Look here, Thumbelina, you may have heard of the Princess and the Pea. So this is the source of those little stories. Romeo and Juliet, but a graphic novel. Tupac's poetry. Pretty cool choices. Okay, you're at science, so what are you finding over here? Do you like that it's manga style?
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe a little bit more entertaining too, because statistics is not a really reading problem, but I think that gives it sort of an entertainment quality. And it is a little easier to read, it's broken up into smaller chunks, and, it's not just like textbook pictures. I thought that one was really cool. And this, you know, we've all seen this movie, nonfiction, because it's all true. Okay, what did you like? Yeah. Mhm. That's kind of draws you in, it's a little bit of a good cover. Some of the pieces here, they really like this one's pretty cool. And I actually thought that one was really pretty. And it's called Black Death, which doesn't seem like it should be pretty. But, yeah. Very well played. Very cool. And that one was really interesting too. Is that what you expected for technology?
Yeah, it's around the corner.
No. About the
Outdoor and around the corner of the
The
supermarket.
development of that type of gun was a big technological
Yes,
advancement.
the
When you think
battleground.
about like Civil War.
Put your
they had to
ID on.
Do the power record it
No.
and tear it down.
Because you're trying to go find your friend in drugs.
I'm confused.
Rapid fire, that's a
Out
big
the door
advancement
and
in
go
technology.
that way towards the
That
circulation.
is the debate, but
There's a bathroom over there.
an advancement, yeah. Definitely. What'd you think? Would these be interesting to you or no? You think so? Do you think this one? Yeah. And that's okay if it's not, that's what we're discovering, what you like, what you don't like.
That's what you could do.
This section I found were books that I probably wouldn't read cover to cover, but there might be some interesting chapters. Like there might be a few stories in here that you like, but not all of them maybe. Yeah? You think so? And these things here are just fact books, but they're fun to look through. So nothing you were like, I gotta check this out? Not yet. Okay, we'll see what section. We'll see what you like around. What do you think, gentlemen? Is there anything in here you think you really wanna read? That one look good? I'm so glad to hear that. What sounds good about it?
Cover is very,
It drew you in? And this is a comedian
Really?
that wrote it, so probably it's funny. Yeah, because true things can be funny too. It's his memoir, so he's just telling about his life, but I guarantee it's gonna be funny. I liked, when I looked through it, I liked that the chapters were kinda short. Yeah, so you can kind of feel like you can get through it, you're not gonna be there for weeks and days. And you liked that one a
Yeah,
lot.
it was pretty cool.
I mean, that's haunting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if they're maybe trying to draw him or something, like why would he be so undressed? Animal movements. See, I think they were maybe studying the muscles for drawing or something. Yes. Yes, indeed. And I saw you looking at that. What'd you think?
It makes it frizzy. So I let your dry. I put a girl cut.
Alright.
Was it interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her doesn't.
it's interesting like that to see how things have progressed, right? Because sometimes you look at old movies and you're like, I would have been scared by any of this, it looks so fake. Oh, at the time, that was the most realistic thing I'd ever seen. Yeah? This section that you're in, art and recreation, these you would read. But these you would kind of just look through, focus on a few sections, you know, like that. But these kind of read like narrative texts, like just a book. Yeah, very cool. I see some thumbs up, circle, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, are we ready to try the next spot? Okay, so let me tell you what they are and you pick out how you want to move. But this one has social sciences and languages over here. This is literature, history and geography, science, technology, and general studies over there, okay? So just take your paper and pencil, and your group's gonna get up and go find a section to look at next.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I don't know whose that is.
I don't. It's cold.
No.
All right, you're gonna like this one here.
Like,
Science, now, this is recommended.
It's not. Like the bones. Why?
now,
The science behind for Francis.
you can
Radio girls.
I have a couple of these books in my classroom. I was like,
Check them out, find two that
I
look
don't
cool.
think I've ever actually read one, or read anything. And I like to look at the pictures.
Okay, and I would want to go up and like here, this is like my
Zeros, hundreds,
Well, the first part's good, so the 300s, the social sciences, that's got some interesting stuff, and that's what you're working with.
What about this one?
Yes, and these here too, like your detective, this one looked okay. Like a book of sayings, which kind of like, when there's a phrase that everybody says, it sort of explains its origin.
Do you like those crowds and stuff like that?
This is kind of interesting, but I mean, this is the section languages where all the dictionaries are, so it's not great. The 300s is what you guys have, and those are.
Oh, wait, no,
really
that one's
like a regular novel, a lot more like an newspaper. And I already know that's good, that's good.
So like, Norse mythology is different than Greek.
Secrets and Lies in Silicon Valley.
Greek and Roman is the one that.
This is somebody who thought he was gonna be the next Steve Jobs.
Zeus,
He was backed by
Hera,
investors.
Mars,
Oh,
Jupiter.
this is, this was on
mythology is
Netflix.
different.
It had that blonde girl Dakota Fanning, and it's where they tested a drop of blood and said that they could cure all these diseases, that they had just unlocked it, but all their testing was
I mean, it's
flawed,
really
and
freaking
a total lie, and the whole thing went bankrupt.
It's like
Theranos
people that
was the leader of the
Norse
business.
mythology have like
There's
really
a whole movie about it, it's a fascinating story.
like like crows. If you were watching this,
Just what you think about it. Looks funny, the summary sounds good, so those are just reviews, but that's kind of who wrote the book, he's a comedian.
No,
So
to-
I don't, you just think through, you know, what are your impressions, that's all you write.
you know, Thor with his hammer.
I've only seen that one movie. Where he like goes around like fights people.
Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
That's Greek mythology. Because they're very similar, their names are just.
I had kind of good because they didn't solve it. But,
I like
in real time, that's interesting.
because they seem more like that. This is just.
Sitting in the technology section, is this the kind of books you thought you would see?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, those cars.
These are a lot more like regular novels, I think, than like
Is it just
textbooks.
Those cars.
You know, you could sit there and read it, it would be interesting.
That's science is what I was doing.
The development of the automaton and how it, so the development of the military, but it does things on it, how it's called. And so then the whole gangster, of that era, they got all of that, and that really changed how the criminals could behave, and then the police, of course, did not have the same level of technology in their weaponry that the criminals did. So that was their cool, right? It's interesting.
Are you using That's so weird because I like the way this book smells.
It's not weird.
How it smells. I was like old. I love the way it smells.
That has a name, I don't remember what that.
I was trying to think of it too.
Or like comic books, like
The pages,
yeah,
thing.
like the comic book.
Yes. Yeah, I like that one because it's like a graphic novel, and that, even though it's big, it kind of makes it fun and quick to read, yeah. Wakefield's Theory. What's this whole book about? How to fake personality. So this whole book has different chapters about how to, proving, conspiracy theories wrong. So there's a whole group of people that say, we never landed on a moon, it was all just filmed in a soundstage somewhere. And so then this presents the evidence that they have that it did really happen. But so each chapter is about something different. And I thought that was neat, because then you really don't have to read the whole book, but there may be a chapter that really interested you. So there's the moon hoax, homeopathy, which is like homeopathic medicine rather than doctor medicine. But I read,
Essential oils.
no, I read a little bit of it, and it was basically the belief that if something's making you sick, they're gonna use that same stuff to make you well. By exposing you to it.
Like a vaccine.
Yeah, but so like if you're allergic to something, then they take that same thing and dilute it and keep
Like
giving
the
it to you.
little, you'll eventually get immune to it,
Yeah.
like peanuts.
Oh.
So it was interesting. Evolution, fracking, climate change, science denial. So each chapter, you don't have to read the whole book, and that's also how you try to, just one thing interests you, but, so that was cool.
I don't know.
You should read the book.
And this one just was beautiful.
I like that because it's for free.
Yeah, and Texas, everything's better in Texas. And that's one too, there might just be a few chapters. You don't really have to sit down for the whole thing. What'd you think? No? That's okay. Summer yes, summer no. Did you look at this guy?
Yeah, do you like this one?
Yes, that's
Well, arts and recreation might not be your favorite thing. That's okay. Everybody's got preferences. This is pretty cool just to look at. Because it takes all these, historical pictures and it's colorized them, so that you can see like what it would have really looked like if you were there. Pictures that would really look like them. And I thought that was pretty cool. And that's just a whole different time. You can see by the cars.
So they're kind of crazy.
A whole different time. The guys in coats and hats, and they make the house. We won't be going anywhere until it's time, you know? It's just
Weird to be a firefighter.
that's in. It's just kind of fascinating.
Because
They
they're
were supposed to be
supposed to be able to seal to their face so they can breathe. If you have facial hair, outside of like a mustache.
That's the same as
It
sculpture.
would seal to your face.
You just kinda get to be a little time traveler and just, I thought that was just. Would you like? You like mine hair?
You stupid.
Okay. You have good taste, that's what I know. You've got
It takes me a minute.
You like those? You like a little true crime? Yeah.
But the book is To Hell with Hallmark. And it's Hallmark.
All right, are we about ready to move?
that all the Hallmark Christmas movies are based on.
Okay, get your stuff and go explore a new section.
It's, yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay, you're the first visitors over here.
Nope, that's mine.
And this is real gems in it, you guys. So I'm excited to see. I'm not even gonna tell you what, I'm excited to see what you choose.
I heard the line from Shut up. Yeah, they lied about the whole thing.
Well, that's written by the
Like
kids.
the tablet,
Yeah,
It's a
like,
Kindle.
so you can
A
only do
lot
books
of
on
this
it.
section has become.
Like you can take it all down.
That's a new one.
that's not all, yeah, we read that. I remember we read
It's
that.
better for your eyes. It's clear on your phone. It doesn't have the distractions of the notification popping out.
Yeah, this one's also like a graphic.
It's the first one on the page. Yeah, general works. Everything you do is right.
This is not experience. No, yeah.
That is a reference also. Like, we have almost all these books like that, so.
So you're kind of struggling to understand that. Is, you've definitely heard of, it's about children's stories, like The Princess and the Thief, Evelina, The Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
The Emperor's New Clothes. All these are little kid books that you
But
probably
his
read,
mom,
but
his
this is
mom,
very
yeah, his mom just like left him, and so like this.
For me, I think this print is way too
No,
big.
no, wait.
I was like, but if you look at the table of content, what you see is each chapter has a whole different story.
No, so you would not have to do that.
Just sit down and read this whole book.
Well, like,
You might
no,
just
like they fake the whole thing, like, the entire like situation. So like I was telling you like I read all Harry Potter. Like they just did it because yeah, they basically like this white family took it in and like so I got into college.
So it's got the actors and what they're like.
Adopted and all of that.
And I know that you have to do plays as part of your class, or at least had to in the past. Yeah, you have to be able to read those. And there's another play here, you have to have the other. And you've got, this is kind of a cool one. Poetry by Tupac.
Oh, hello.
I read a couple of them. Something you don't normally think about Tupac in it.
I don't like to make them small.
Yeah, and I did, I wonder if that's. Tupac's got a book of poetry. Look what we're learning today, I'm so excited. Yeah, and this is, a lot of these are really like sweet and emotional, it's a really different side. Is this one graphic now? Yes.
I was trying to find the thing.
The blind side?
I do think the movie made the family think better than.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. Maybe. I don't know. I just saw it on TikTok. They were like, sugar coated, sugar coated way more than they should.
It is heart-wrenching. But everybody that's read it, they just love it, love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it will.
A child has a.
What if you found, oh, you like the plain one?
Or these kids have like a stable account on one.
Okay, let's step out around 10 to call the manager because he wants to talk to me.
What do you like, this one? Boy, this is a top pick, isn't it? And that one, I love the restrictions.
Yeah, I like this one because it's mythology.
Yeah,
This one I like.
that's awesome. And we have all the mythology. I brought this one out because I just thought it was pretty, but we have,
Dude, that one made me cry.
not just Celtic mythology, we have Greek.
I watched it myself. The first time I was reading it, I watched it myself. Yeah.
We have a huge, I was actually very impressed as I was pulling through with what we have.
I think I'll talk to you about 39 weeks because I do a research
But
project.
if you go in, I found like personalities and TikTok. And they like baby. Oh yeah, no, there's like a lot of stories about
Ooh.
that. Yeah.
Well, let me know because I bet I have to make some purchases and do all that library.
And like they're all mothers.
Because that's a newer
They're telling you be here because of your mother. And then they go to. Oh yeah. Okay, so you know what that.
They just ordered a bunch of Andrew Jackson stuff for history.
Babies.
So we can get some of that. That'll be good. I love it.
They can continue like controversial science.
Okay. What's our top picks over here?
Mine is this one and the I need
Yeah.
I like this one because the colors are really vintage.
Yes. Okay, you ready to move? Up and down.
Alright guys, go.
What was your favorite?
I want to.
You want me to do it? Good choices. Okay, you're gonna like it here. I think you guys are gonna like Yes, you did. A lot of nonfiction has been turned into movies, as you're noticing at these different tables. Look at the pictures. So these are all really old, before color photography even existed, but they've gone and pictures them. And so you can see.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just seems so much
No.
more
We should have pushed it.
like your hair.
Yeah.
I thought that was so neat to look through. That one is pretty cool.
This is really like.
But it's on, and that explains kind of how it was developed. It was a big technological advancement in weaponry, and it was of course designed for the military. But guess who that was?
Take this, people.
No. You know what a Tommy gun looks like?
Yeah, drove them before that.
It's got the big wheel.
Yeah.
Who do you picture using it? Who do you picture using it when you think about a Tommy gun?
Titus.
If I can find it.
Oh, no.
is so pretty.
Is this what you pictured? Do you know what he is? My boss. He's a gangster, old kind of gangster, right? That's who got a hold of the Tommy gun. And how do you think that changed their ability to commit crime? Yeah, because they had it, but guess who did not?
Us.
So it became really hard to keep
So that was her.
who got hold of it was alcohol.
I have a shirt.
That's probably Al Pacino. So that's probably Al Pacino that you have on a shirt.
Nah, definitely not.
Al Pacino played alcohol a few times.
We're real into the criminal element.
That's my backup.
When you think about this table as technology, are these the kind of books we were expecting?
I'm here for real. It's not my backup.
Do you think these books fit this category?
Yeah.
Yeah. Technology, a new kind of airplane, building. When this was built, this was just the peak of engineering, right? Massive amounts of technology, not only in the design, but in also the tools it took to build it. Because they had to block off the river and drain out the water to put those supports down underground, right? So that's a huge feat in technology and engineering. So pretty interesting. Of course, obviously, space fits in. Yeah. There's some cool stuff, huh? What do you think over here? What do you like? I see you went to that one. Have you read that before?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? She's got kind of an incredible story, doesn't she? Yeah. And this is This one's a This was a movie. Lots and lots. It's a child that they called it because he had disabilities. So he was really just treated like an idiot. This is a book that will make anyone cry. It's a very touching story. It's not one. Everybody has read it, then it's one of their favorites. And this one I thought was super interesting. You know, Vincent Van Gogh was his brother too. And kind of their story and the art. It's pretty interesting. That one's like a graphic novel, so that just makes it kind of fun to read.
Oh, you read all of them?
I know. Also, it was just. Did you see it?
It's like my favorite. I know, to be honest, I didn't see it. I have a hard time just sitting there to just read it. I have a hard time standing. But I like the audio because then you can just keep on your fixed dinner, driving in the car, what are you doing? You can hear the stories. That's fun.
Oh, yeah, only person that's like, made me do it.
What'd you find over here?
Which is a lot. No, it pushed me, like,
It's fun to look at it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's head to your next place. You're having some really interesting conversations, and I think some of you are finding some surprising things that you would actually enjoy.
I'm just reading my scary notes. I got gingerbread men that are killing people.
I read it last year.
Yeah, she said you can't read. You should take that.
I read this last year.
What is it about?
There's like,
Oh,
there's like some piece also.
Strands, 3 meters.
Match those two.
That's all they, that's
First of all, GT Towers.
It explains the origin.
It's not the same,
how
right?
these were, and then this one kind of explains the different savings in different parts of our country. Yeah, so you can see on the map, you know, this section of the country, everything's a Coke. Up here they say pop, over here they say soda. So it kind of just breaks down differences.
Me and elementary
You're
school.
gonna have to know.
That's what I'm.
But it breaks down, you know, just sort of the different words,
Yeah, it's nice.
that
I know it's
people
nice.
use.
These two
And how
something.
their accents affect their speech. Like,
Are you
you
punching
know,
the
they're
air?
supposed to say pecan, that's how the word said, it's
Creepy little kids.
so some people say pecan, pecan.
Bro, did it have this book with names?
Yeah. That's how it is, right? But it's weird, so that's interesting.
The creator.
How they use,
You know I'm on
what do you call
Huh?
it?
You know I'm on there?
Apricot,
Penguin
apricot.
random house. Penguin random house. But it's an
If
anthology.
you get to go to the.
Almost Crockett. My dad went to that.
Oh, that's but they call it carry out or take out. Most of the companies, I went and got takeout. I just.
Feed 'em. Johnson. Johnson.
Where they don't call coleslaw slaw.
Johnson Jaguar.
So it's sort of the different ways languages use.
Miss Palooza, why are we last, miss? We're last
So
in
like
the
in the
playoffs.
South,
We're
usually
dead last.
everything's Coke.
Oh, I know, I saw that.
Oh, I wanna go, okay, what kind?
Oh, we're still there?
But we
played-
call it
What was
all.
the next game?
Aren't they like 7-2,
Yeah.
7-3?
Huh?
Fresno.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Is that, where are they from?
This is-
San Antonio.
This
Or
is
no,
the
maybe a little
East.
past San
Now, I'm
Antonio. I know we're playing at San Antonio.
Then they
Yes.
call I want to ice cream.
Go.
We're going?
It's our drive here, Klein
It's
Saturday.
interesting.
bourbon?
Different parts of the country say
We're like talking about
things different ways. So that book was a little bit
They can touch
interesting.
right about that.
Come up with kind of
Yeah,
that,
call me.
now that whole section. Word detective, this is not interesting.
Truck.
But it's kind of the meaning of words and where it originated from. This would be some you just kind of look up something and then go back. You're not gonna read the whole thing, but the rest is like.
Ready, let's race when I get my truck.
Are you just trying to bring in cars?
I'm trading it in at Thanksgiving break.
Why?
I'm getting a Raptor.
Are you actually?
Unsolved murders.
2019.
Which is 26?
And there's one called Bad
B
Blood.
versus B6.
Oh, that one. This one was a Netflix show as well. So this was the business
I would
called
definitely.
Theranos, and they said that from a single drop of blood, they could
Every 2
watch you
weeks,
and
like
cure you of everything, and ended up just.
That's a
being
dream.
complete overall.
That's a dream.
So, interesting, all interesting. The show was good. Good. Have you noticed the price? I was really surprised.
I would definitely go.
And I
If
really
I
didn't see it.
I'm on my phone.
That's so cool, it's just.
No.
A fun side of the person you wouldn't have. Thought it was just What'd you find?
If my mom would let me pick, I would go to C7.
And that's a movie, right?
Yeah.
This one's in the bigger one.
Or did my weekly hoops. Sorry.
I think you picked a real good one. What'd you think, gentlemen? What looks good?
This one's alright.
Oh, this one.
Yes, that's been a group favorite, a class favorite so far. All right, we have one more stop, ladies and gentlemen. One more stop. Go to the table you haven't been to yet. We're gonna wrap up our little tasting. And then talk about what you found that you maybe didn't expect to find.
Oh, blindside, what?
So that's gonna include all the artistic things, all the different areas of art and then recreation is gonna include all of the sports, karate, children, racing, all the different. This is something.
Well, this is the 500, right?
We should already do 530.
This is the 500.
Let's go lose. You get my email?
What?
I sent you on Friday, you don't remember, right? Friday night?
About,
Oh, that was absent.
did I respond to your email?
You found,
I sent it to sports.
and that one's also a movie.
I sent it on school with you, is that probably what?
I should have responded.
It would be interesting to see how this is.
I'll have to look, I can find the slides, I don't remember them. No, I did.
That might shed some light on how things really were.
I'm pretty sure I responded.
I love her style of her walk. She's like so confident.
No, miss, you left me on open, miss.
No, well, you'll live.
Is this cool? What happened in different places?
I would actually prefer looking like just so much look at the
Oh, okay, so that's where that.
No, that was just the.
Sometimes you look at buildings today and
There's so much information.
but the.
Yeah, well.
First I come this way. It's not coming to school. Big time.
Did you like this one?
Too
Did
big
you look
time.
at it?
Which one? I know it's down.
It's
No.
a graphic novel, which a lot of people like. That one is a victim of a bad cover, that book. It's a victim of a bad cover. But it's amazing.
That was from the movie, The Climb.
No, no, it's not. Every person has said that though, so you're not alone. And you're familiar with her, I know. You probably read that, wasn't that, what grade did you read that in?
Second, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure it was middle school.
I thought it was born.
Oh, so long. Oh, that was yours.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We didn't.
Yeah.
What'd you think over
Yeah, I
here?
was over there, I was like, I thought that was the
What did you find over here? What's good?
I had to do all my college stuff. Cause I kind of did it.
The one you got pretty interesting. It shows pictures of that map and then how we use language differently across the United States. So like how we pronounce words or what we call things in different parts of the country. It's kind of interesting. So like tennis shoes, and what do they call them? Sneakers. What do you call them? Your shoes? I say tennis shoes. Or just tennis.
They're trying to be good for me.
It's too good for everybody. But it's interesting. Kind of interesting just to see who says what.
Estella wasn't here, was she?
And different, like
No,
Coke
she
and
came,
the
but
word
she was
is
left.
on. Do you call it a
She
rhyme?
was at the table with us, but she went somewhere, I don't know.
Oh, she just stepped out.
But over here and then, this is interesting little maps
They're
of how, a rummage sale. Some people call it a rummage sale. Did you run it?
What happened to my hoodie?
Mow the lawn. You cut the grass? Mow the grass? You cut the grass? Yeah. Most people seem to say mow the lawn. And then, of course, we're Texas.
Yeah.
So most people here would say. So look here. You're a Georgia. It's cool, huh? You call it a frying pan or a skillet? It's interesting, huh? What'd you find? King's Killer? Oh, the same suspect? Okay. And this one, that's a classic. Have you read that before? No. This one was interesting because it's a book of sayings, so there's little phrases that everybody uses, and so this book kind of explains how that saying came to be and what language it's based in. So that was interesting. And it'd be pretty quick, cause it's just little pictures and a little paragraph about it. Kinda cool.
Use the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah.
You're surprised at how many of these books have the name. Okay, guys, I'm going to. Oh, I do not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have now been to all the tables and you've gotten to explore every strand from the Dewey Decimal System and had a little sneak peek at what kinds of books you could find in the nonfiction section of the library. What surprised you about these nonfiction books? Yeah.
That a lot of them are in movies.
A lot of them have been made into movies. You're exactly right. What else was surprising?
I like a lot of the books.
That you liked a lot of
I'm
them?
really a book guy.
Yeah? Okay, there you go. So you didn't think you were gonna enjoy anything, but there were quite a few. All right, what else was surprising?
That they had like cute covers.
Cute covers. You expected them to be maybe boring? Yeah, okay, excellent, excellent. What else? What was surprising?
It's not a book, it's like, the book isn't just all facts, it makes it like fun learning.
Oh, that's a very good observation. It's not just a book of facts, and a lot of times when we talk about nonfiction, you really think reference books, textbooks. A lot of these are written in what's called a narrative style, like a story style, where you really could sit and read them and it would be just easy and enjoyable reading. And I think you notice several of them have been made in a graphic novel style, which makes them more entertaining with the pictures and the short chunks of text. That's excellent. Well, now that you have that sheet made, look through and pick what you think would be your very favorite. What would be your favorite from what you looked at today? And if you look at the last page of your handout right here, it just asks for a little reflection. From the books you've sampled today, which one would you be most likely to read? So from everything you've looked at, pick a winner. Which is the book that you'd be most likely to check out? And then I'm gonna ask you because I wanna see what section they come from. We'll see if there's like a class consensus.
I know which one I'm betting on.
Yes. Just from listening, I have a couple in mind, yeah. All right, what was your favorite?
The Harry Potter one.
The Harry Potter, so that's from over there. What number was that? That's from the 800s. So we had a winner from the 800s. What was your favorite?
History as they saw it.
Oh, that's from right here.
700.
The 700s. How about you?
Oh, the ones that grew from coffee.
Is that the Tupac book? Okay, another from the 800s. What'd you like?
Oh, the Harry Potter one.
Again? Okay. This is not going as I expected. And you picked Blindside, so you picked from the 900s, okay? What'd you pick as your favorite?
The child called it.
Okay, another 800s.
I picked ours because
You love it, a good 700s. What'd you choose? A Child Called It. 900s again. What were our favorites over here?
That's the
The you are alone with that one, sir. The statistics math book. And what'd you choose as your favorite? So we brought in a 300, no, a 400s, which is honestly my least favorite. But we found one little treasure in there. And what about over here? Yeah? That's awesome. So, I think the 900s had the most, and the 900s is the section that has the most sort of movie presence. Because the 900s is where all the biographies live, and usually when they make a book about a person, it's pulling biographical information. So most of the stuff that you've seen turned into shows or movies is coming from over there. But we still found an example of something that's been sent to this grade in almost every section here. So I really, really love that you all found something to enjoy in a place maybe you didn't expect to or hadn't thought before. So I hope that the next time you visit the library, you won't overlook that nonfiction section and go check it out. And now you know also where you found your interest and where you didn't, right? A lot of people, they can go skip the 400s. They don't need to look at the dictionaries, right? But you have found some areas of interest and some places you can go and find something that you're pretty much guaranteed to like. So I really like that. Okay, that was our tasting. You got a little sample of a lot of books from each Dewey section in our library. And we talked about how that number is its address, and that's how you go find it on the shelf. You found several things that you like, and you picked a favorite, so hopefully that can guide your choosing when you're coming to the library for something, okay? I really appreciate your participation in this, and I hope you found something you can read and enjoy.